The following portion of Good Day PA is sponsored by GrandView Asset Management. We welcome Bruce Smith back to the studio. Bruce, you've talked with me about the importance of working with a fiduciary, which you are.
Yep.
Of course, a
That's
checklist
correct.
for retirement,
Yep.
investment themes. There's so much to talk about with investments and finances. Today, we're talking elections.
Oh, this is, well, first of all, the timing for me being here is great because at 2 o'clock today, our Federal Reserve will make a decision on cutting interest rates, which they are expected to do. Question is quarter point or half a point.
Yes, and that's going to make a difference.
It's going to make a big, and how you want to interpret that cut. Now, I'm on the half a point camp, but quarter point might be the way they go, but we'll see. But it has a big impact on your investments and possibly the election.
Yeah, I mean, we're less than 2 months away from the election
Yeah.
right now, so let's look at some of those
And
issues.
I will be back here in October to go into more detail
Okay.
about your investments and the election.
Perfect.
So-
All these things we should be considering, right?
Oh, absolutely. And you see that in the commercials that each candidate is airing. Taxes and tariffs. I mean, there's two things that go across all of these is the consumer/voter and then energy.
Okay.
But nobody wants to pay taxes.
No, why would you?
So you see a
But it's
lot
like-
about taxes, cutting the corporate tax, raising the corporate tax rate, excuse me, to taxing unrealized gains. That's a lot for that consumer to accept and then try to go with the budget. Now, if you have tariffs, which Donald Trump likes to use, if they're used the right way, they're great. If not, it's a tax. So,
Okay.
But
And of course, we see economy. I mean, that's in like almost every ad that we see, right?
I think everybody here is too young, but John Carville, back in the 1992 election, he was an advisor to former President Clinton. He said, "It's the economy, stupid." And Bill Clinton picked up on that. That's what a lot of this election is about. It's
Yeah.
the economy, stupid.
But
I
it's
mean,
all like kind of ties in together.
they all
of
tie
this.
together.
Yeah.
That's why you have the consumer and energy, because the energy affects your economy. Coming here today, I saw gas stations that raised their gas price 10 cents.
It happens.
You know, when you
right?
get up to $4
Right?
a gallon, that hurts the consumer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It changes the way you spend.
Yeah.
It
No,
really
I mean,
does. And that's like,
The U.S. debt, we're only at $35 trillion.
is that it?
Yeah, what the heck, you know. But if you notice in all the debate and also in the commercials, you don't see any candidate talking about how do we get this debt down so it's manageable.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we sell a lot of government
Yeah, what is
bonds
the plan?
to fund this.
Yeah.
And obviously, government spending. I heard more spending on both sides of the camps than I said about, cutting back on government spending.
And then let's go through the last two here.
Inflation and interest rates, what we just talked about today.
Mm-hmm.
Inflation has come down. Federal Reserve has raised rates and held them high for over 4 years. This is the first time we're looking at a rate cut. We'll probably get more rate cuts after this.
Mm-hmm.
And do we go into a recession? Do we have a soft landing? There's a lot of things to that. And jobs.
Always jobs. Yeah.
It's you want to have a good job so you can pay your bills, raise your family, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, it's and which candidate is going to do that without stifling the economy and not increasing the debt?
It just all goes together. But quickly, Bruce, you have some events coming up in October.
Yes.
You just want to invite them to. Let's put those on the screen for folks, and they can just register
they can
for
see
any
those.
of
But
them.
we have Social Security coming up. We have some Medicare. We have a lot of things coming up for people to look at. Just go to our website, www.grandview.com, and you can pick that all up.
Very good. Thanks,
All right.
Bruce. Good to
Thank
have
you.
you back with us today.
All right.
We'll see you next month to go more in depth on all those things. The previous portion of Good Day PA was sponsored by GrandView Asset Management. We'll be right back.